we go. You ready?
Yeah.
3, 2. All right, hello everyone, and welcome to our Rooted Youth Ministry YouTube channel where we cover today's issues and topics concerning our youth and the world that they're living in. I'm your host, Pastor Jared, and our guests for today's show are two of our youth members here at First Baptist in DeQueen with Landry Sims and Cale and Landry. Hi.
Hello.
So in today's episode, we're going to be getting to know Landry and Cale by hearing about their experience in our youth ministry. Not only will we be speaking about past experiences, but also the experiences to come. Thank you for joining us. Let's get started. All right, so I'm Pastor Jared, the associate pastor and student pastor here at DeQueen First Baptist Church. And the main objectives here at DeQueen First Baptist with our youth is to lead them to Christ, disciple them, and then send them out into the world to make Christ known. Now, today's episode, I'm joined, like I said, by two of our youth members, Landry Sims, who's in the 8th grade, and Cale and Landry, who is in the 7th grade. And two of our younger guys are here at today's show. Landry got in here a couple years ago. Cale's been here for 1 year. So the guys in the previous shows, they were. I think there are a lot of them are juniors this year and a few seniors. But these are the younger guys. And we'll have two more younger members here in our show with Mia and Caroline. They're in 6th and 7th grade. They'll be here next Wednesday. So how are you guys doing today?
Good.
Tired.
Very tired.
So you're
school.
Landry, are you sick?
No.
Don't lie to me. You walked in, you said, I just got over being
They can
sick.
hear like the sickness in my
They
voice.
probably can. Well, the people that don't know you don't know it, but I
Yeah.
do. As soon as I heard you talk, I was like, he sounds kind of nasally, like he stopped up. And then what did you say when you sat down?
I was sick a few days ago.
But you said something about today. When you walked in, you said, I was just getting over being sick.
Yeah, just getting over being sick. Just getting over.
Because you were afraid that you wouldn't get to come here today.
No.
You got the skip
No,
out.
I was about to cancel because I didn't know if I could talk that long if I kept being sick.
It sounds like you have mono.
No.
You can't speak that long without just feeling so tired.
No, I didn't even have a temperature.
You don't have a temperature? It's not even 98.6? Wow, that's bad. Yeah, you have a temperature. You just don't have a fever.
Yeah.
There we go. All right.
You got the skip out on Monday.
Do what?
You got the skip out on Monday.
You got to skip out. Oh, so you missed a day, and now you're back on a Wednesday. I got a feeling you're just here for the podcast. You're actually carrying your sickness. But you toughed it out to be here.
Sick.
And it's going to be a good night tonight. We're
I
doing our
almost
new...
threw up Tuesday at football practice.
And here we are. We're all in a little room where we're touching microphones and everything
No,
else.
I haven't touched it.
You know I'm a germaphobe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know this.
And that's why you're not going to get sick. Should I have wore a mask or something?
No, because no, I'm not. I'm anti-mask. I'd rather you not have one.
Should I scoot over, Jared?
No, you're about as far over as you can go, and you're good. All right, so I'm gonna start off by asking you guys, like I did last year, a few warm-up questions, which you guys can see them. But what's your favorite? And it doesn't matter. You can go first, Landry or Cale. It just depends. What's your favorite childhood memory? All the way back from when you were a little kid. This one's for Mom and Dad right here. Go ahead. You don't have a favorite childhood memory?
Okay, I'll go first.
Yeah. He pointed at you and I said Landry.
This would have been a few years ago. I was at my friend's house, and we were in the bouncy house because it was his sister's birthday, and it was like a small little bouncy house with a little slide, and we were probably too big to be on it, and it was me, Caden, and Jimmy, and we were there, and we all laid back, and then we all fell backwards onto the net thing in the back of the bouncy house, and we thought we were gonna like hit the ground so hard. We thought we were so far from the ground, and we started like yelling because we were trapped down there. And then when his dad comes to like help us out, we learned that we were about a foot off the ground.
So you're screaming
Yes.
for help, and you're about that far from the
Yeah.
actual. Okay, that's your favorite childhood memory.
This is the first one that came to mind.
No, I said favorite. Well, you got to go with it.
Okay, that's my favorite childhood
Favorite.
memory.
Okay. Well, you've had a long time to think about it, Cale. What's yours?
Probably going to Disney World.
Oh, in Florida.
Yeah. I was 5, so I don't remember too much.
You don't remember in detail,
Yeah,
but
like
you remember the fun stuff.
yeah, like I remember taking a picture with my hand out, imagining that Tinkerbell was there. Because they would edit the Tinkerbell right there.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
So it looked like it was there.
Yeah.
I got you.
And
Okay.
I remember meeting Buzz Lightyear and Woody
Okay.
from Toy Story, and I remember taking pictures with like Mickey Mouse, Minnie, and all of them.
So that's your favorite childhood memory.
Yeah,
Did you guys fly or drive?
we drove.
So you don't like that memory of driving?
Not the driving part, no.
Hmm.
But I don't have the memory of the driving.
Did
part.
y'all drive straight there or did you stay in hotels on the way?
We stayed on hotels all the way.
Yeah. I went to Disney World. I was about 10 and we stayed in Alabama on our way. But yeah, that was fun. It was way before Woody and all that. I went when I was a kid. That's before all that was even made. This is before Pixar. It was
Oh,
like
wow.
actual old school cartoons. But they had Jurassic Park stuff. I don't remember, maybe,
So,
but they had Indiana Jones for sure.
So you were there when the Steamboat Willie came out or something?
I don't even know what that is. So I guess not.
When Mickey Mouse does it.
Oh, the old school black and
Yeah,
white.
and where he's, like, driving a little-
Then Pete, whatever, isn't
Yes.
it Pete or something?
Yeah,
Pluto or
Pete.
Pete or the
Pete is the
and he-
big
the big
dude.
one,
Yeah, the bully.
Okay.
And he's
Yeah.
like criticizing him or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
For like
Okay.
driving the boat.
Yes,
Yeah.
and they made there was a Super Nintendo game that they made when it was, I remember because I was young enough to have a Super Nintendo. Not a regular one, I had a regular one too when I was 5. But they had the Steamboat Willie, is that what you called it?
That's
With
what
Mickey
it's called.
Mouse. That they had it and it was actually on a boat and he jumped and it was just like a little platform game that they had made. But
Did you know that Steamboat Willie is a totally different thing from Mickey Mouse?
it looks just like them.
Yeah, and it's I think it actually is Mickey Mouse because it says like Steamboat Willie is public domain now, but not Mickey Mouse. So if you have like, it's pretty much like Mickey Mouse without colors.
Right.
That's the same concept as
I know.
Mario in the first game. He's actually not Mario. He's actually called Jumpman.
Yeah,
So it's a totally different character.
it's weird.
But when they started making a lot of money, they made the
Yes.
character so that they could make more and more.
Yes.
yeah,
money
that's
off of it.
that's probably what they did with Mickey Mouse.
And they started making big bucks off of it.
Are you ready for question number 2?
Mm-mm.
What's the best compliment you've ever gotten? Wow. That's depressing. Come on, it could be from anybody. Even yourself.
Ooh,
What?
got one. Miss Lights, my favorite math teacher ever.
She's the best.
Yeah, at the end of the school year, she said I was the brightest student she had ever had.
All right.
Ever
There it
teach.
is. Can you pick your mic up just a little bit closer?
It
to
keeps
you?
falling down.
There we go.
It falls.
Turn it. Does it slowly start dropping?
Yes, see.
You see that knob on the right side of it? Twist it tighter.
This I think
Like
it's
this?
this one.
Yes, no, that one up there.
Where? Oh, this
Oh,
one
yes,
up here.
that one.
Yeah,
Which one?
it'd
This
be
one or
right
this
here.
one?
Whichever one tightens that from falling. Okay, not that one. All right, let's see if it falls.
Is it falling?
I don't know. We'll find out.
I don't think it is.
So we have your compliment. What's yours?
Mm,
Somebody said something nice to you or about you or
I guess. Thank you.
okay.
No, I don't remember compliments.
You played trumpet, right?
Mhm.
Did you ever get compliments on that?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
That's better than thank
Better
you.
than thank you. That's a low bar. So
He said you played good and all that stuff.
Well, that's
Yeah.
better than thank you.
Yeah, all right. That's what I'm talking about. So what is a funny story your family talks about you that you'd like to share? It's embarrassing, hopefully.
There's like, hopefully.
No, you're not going to tell it. Landry has one, but he's not going to tell it.
I'll tell the other one.
I want the good one.
Nope. You're not getting the good one.
Yeah, we need to get
That's
the
why
good
we're
one.
here.
Okay, but
That
both
was
of them are
deep
good.
down.
You're not getting the other
I
one.
need the one that
My
you
parents
want.
can tell you. I'm not telling you.
Okay. All right, let's
So
go.
when I was like a youngin, like little tiny, like 4 or 5, the first time I was carving a pumpkin, I was taking all the like seeds out,
Mm-hmm.
and so they took pictures of me. Right at the start, I was like so happy, and then the next picture you see, I've got one little string on me,
Yeah.
and I was just bawling
Because
because I hated getting dirty. Like when I was young.
what happened to you? You don't mind at all now.
Yeah, but I don't know. And then that same year on my birthday, they like smashed my face into the cake, and I was like,
That's great.
I was bawling. I hated my family for like a whole month
Hate is a very strong word.
because they just I couldn't stand getting dirty.
I think you have to say dislike, cause like
I strongly dislike my
There-
family for
there
a
you
month.
go, there you go.
So, Cale, it's a funny story that your family talks about that you'd like to share.
They don't even know about it anymore. Like, I'll bring it up sometimes. They just forgot at all. It was when, like, they were taking these pictures for this newspaper thing,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like this water bottle, whatever, like a cup,
Mm-hmm.
2 straws in it. There's a girl. I don't even know the girl now. I don't even know the girl when we took the picture. But we had to drink a straw, like one straw from the other end, and the
Yeah.
other straw and she'll drink the other straw. And my family just teased me about it ever since. But like they don't even remember it now.
They don't remember. It's a funny story that I said that your family talks about. So they don't talk about it or remember. It's just
They talked about it for
maybe
some
you're
times.
actually kind of crazy and
Maybe
that never
I am.
happened and it's something you
Maybe.
created in your own mind.
Maybe.
My parents never forget stuff.
Never forget.
No, never.
Somebody got a hold of the air horn.
Tis, tis,
Did you
tis.
hear it?
Yeah, I heard it.
And I've got it
It's probably
hidden.
Sawyer or
Oh, I forgot to get out of Amanda's drawer after D now. I bet he was
He
going
knows
through
where
her
it
stuff.
is.
Now, that somebody needs to get that from him. Ooh. All right, I'm going to skip some of this stuff. We're going to go straight to Cale. So I was talking to Landry about what his future plans are and stuff like that, and our audio cut out. But I'm going to try and get back into it. I don't know how much of it you guys heard or didn't hear, but we just got done talking about Cale. And I hope it got everything with you in there. Let's just go back really fast, just in case they missed it. Cale, what's the thing that you said you look forward to doing every year?
the D-Now and our mission trips.
D now and mission trips. So, and I asked you how you felt about having an older brother in youth group, having Caden being a junior in our youth group, and you said that
He bullies me.
you're going to have to speak up or put the mic a little bit closer to your face. He what?
He bullies me.
He does when I'm not in the room, and I've told him about that. Does he still do it?
Not that much.
That's
no.
good. That's good. I have walked in on a crime scene when he hit you in the ear. You remember that?
Yeah.
Yes, I remember this.
I definitely remember that.
But to get him back, we'll just play a video of him eating a worm. So I'll play that video in 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. It wasn't all of it. I said it had to be that way.
I tried my
3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Swallow it.
That's gross. That's nasty, Caden. Why would you want to eat a
Disgusting.
worm? You don't know where them things have been. What if he was eating worm poop?
It's not that bad.
He said it's not that bad.
How do you know?
I would do it.
Landry. Well, that's good to know. All right, so the last other thing I asked Cale was what the best memory he has so far since he's been here.
Doing D-Now when the 4 people got saved.
Yes, D now when the 4 people got saved. That's one of my favorite memories too. Out of 3 years, that's probably in my top. I mean, you can't beat that. You can't beat salvation. So that's awesome. So if you could tell someone that isn't in an active youth group, what would you tell them?
About our youth ministry and
Mhm.
said, do you like to join us?
Yeah.
And stuff.
Yeah, you'd invite them. That's good. Okay, Landry, kicking it to you. Let's see if we can do this one more time without it cutting out on us. You're bad luck. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. You're not bad luck.
You made Landry cry, Jared.
Don't cry. Come on now. Don't make me regret having the younger guys in here. I'm just kidding. So going back to where you see yourself, we're just going to push it to 20 years. You're 33 years old. Did you go to college? If you did, where did you go?
Okay, I would either want to go to OSU or Fayetteville because they have really good programs and they just have really good all-around colleges. But probably Fayetteville because it's more expensive to go to a college out of state.
Mm-hmm.
And then
And they're the Razorbacks, home of the Razorbacks. That's
Yeah.
why. Whooping. So.
And then also I've been to Penelope's college, and I really like Harding too because that's where Penelope
Okay.
went, and they're number one in D2 football, won the championship last year. So I like them too. Been to a few of their games.
Okay. So you're 33. You graduated from U of A.
Yeah.
Do you have a big family?
I want 3 kids. I want like one that's like a boy that's like 4 years older.
Oh, I'm sorry. You can pick the number most of the time, but you can't pick the gender. So
I know, but you said what would I want? Like what would my ideal family be?
that you can control.
Oh.
Nobody gets the ideal. We just get what God gives us, which is
Okay.
ideal in the long run.
Well, then I want like
3 kids.
yes, I want one that's like 4 years older, and then 2 that are around the same age.
Okay, somewhat you can control
So
these
probably
things.
like twins.
So
Yeah, but you can't control.
you can't
twins.
control that.
Yeah.
So he's just naming what he can. So the
Yeah.
location, are you still in Fayetteville, or did you come back to DeQueen where your family's at? To let Grandma and Grandpa be around them.
Probably stay somewhere in Arkansas, but I don't know. I don't know if I'd stay in DeQueen or Fayetteville. I don't know where my ideal location would be, but
I'm telling you, when you have kids, it changes everything. You'll be back. But anyways, let's go. What makes you happiest, or what brings you the most joy? Anything.
brings me the most joy.
Down in my heart.
This dude. I
Come
don't
on.
know.
That's sad.
I don't know. Sleeping? Sleeping brings
So
me a lot of
sleeping
joy.
actually brings you true joy.
Yes.
Jesus isn't on that list.
Well, I feel like I'm being guilt tripped. I feel like
I shouldn't have to.
well, I feel like Jesus is like the obvious answer, so I don't really want to say the
Okay,
obvious
so
answer.
all right. You're just saying things here on earth.
yeah.
Like what Jesus is on earth. You know, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
So it's not like football or your friends or.
Well, football makes sleeping better because I'm more tired. So.
Oh, you're like Aubrey. I like to sleep. I mean, Connor too.
Well, I'll make it to school.
I can name 5 of y'all right
And
now.
church.
That just are natural sleepers.
I love
Amanda,
sleep.
my wife, is one of them. Are you?
I love sleeping.
Oh my goodness, I hate it. I can't sleep.
You
I won't
can't
sleep.
sleep?
No, I mean I can, but I hate it. I can't wait to get back up.
I have to use a melatonin though because like I'm energetic.
Oh, I'm pretty high strung. So we got that. So what is your favorite memory in our one memory, favorite top one in the youth group since you've been in here that sticks out in your mind?
I don't know which I like better. This year's mission trip or last year's mission trip. They're both pretty comparable.
Yeah.
Think I really like the other one because I went to a national park that I've never been to because my family loves going to national parks, and I've never been to that national park. And I also love like the hot water pool thing, whatever that was.
Yes, it was natural hot springs that
Yeah,
came
that
up
was-
and made the
that
pool.
felt
That
so
was really
good.
cool. All right. So if you could tell, and I'm gonna ask you the same thing that I asked Cale. If you could tell someone who isn't in an active youth group, what would you tell them? What are they missing out on?
Well, it's very like what's the word I'm looking for? Like I can't think of the word, but we eat and we do a lot of activities, and so it would be really fun to like get to do all the activities, and then you still get to learn about Jesus while doing dodgeball and kickball and all the different stuff we've done over the years, while still reading the gospel and singing and learning about Jesus.
Yeah, good deal. All right, I'm going to make these kind of quick because it's almost 5:30, and we've already been doing this for 20 minutes. Imagine that. And I haven't even gotten to the bulk of the questions. So we're going to talk about the past 2 years here because of you guys. Has being in this group changed you personally? And if it has, how has it changed you? And any one of you can answer that, or neither. It just depends.
I'd say less screen time.
Less screen time.
Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause
Is it
we used to
replaced
be,
by
like-
something, or I don't need the screen?
It's replaced by me reading my Bible.
That's good. That's good. Landry?
What? I'm not very good at answering questions without seeing it.
Okay. It's
Where
right
is
there. What do
it?
you mean you can't
It's
see
Where?
it?
right there.
What was the question?
Get your hair out of your eyes and you can see
I know
it.
I can see it, but I don't know which question it was.
It's the next one is when you're around other people. It's the one at the very top.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
When you're around other people your age who are not in church or doing church stuff, have you seen a noticeable difference in them? Say they don't have a noticeable relationship with God. So they're Christians or they might not be Christians. How does that make you feel when you're around them? You know what I mean? Like when you get in certain situations and you're like, well, and you know you don't need to be doing that. Do you correct them? Do you just not say anything at all? Or just being in that environment, right? How does that make you feel?
Yeah, it's like way less comfortable and more like peer pressure.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's hard to get out of those situations, but you just need to try to do your best to get them on the opposite side and try to get them to church instead of them doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah. What's really cool is when you're praying, you can pray for confidence. Because when you get around those situations, I mean, I get around it. I'm a grown man, and I can get in places in town or when I go on vacation or whatever, and I get around people like that. You can have where you don't have to feel like you have to hide or like you're like, oh, man, this is weird. I don't want to be here, which is a good because you don't want to be a part of it. That's a good in and of itself. But to pray for the confidence to be yourself and, you know, I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not going to do it. Sorry you feel that way. It's, you know, more like a confidence and not feeling backwards or weird about being in those situations. And being at your age, that's completely normal. I remember it. Oh, I remember it. And being older, it's easier to be more confident in it because you just have a different mindset. But you guys, y'all have a lot more peer pressure and stuff coming at you than I did because y'all have phones now. So it's a lot harder. Social media and stuff. Cale, how does that make you feel?
Probably about the same answer as Landry.
Same? Yeah.
Just the pressure of talking to the people that, you know, might yell at you when you're talking to them, you know.
Yep.
You never know what's going to happen.
But
I think Landry's getting me sick.
yeah, it's already happening. I felt a little I keep having to clear my throat.
Yeah.
It's all in the air. Yeah. All right. So how do you
Landry.
How could you be better at showing others the love of Christ? And that could be anywhere. We'll say school because that's mainly where you guys are 90% of the day. So how could you better or be better at showing others the love of Christ?
Stop playing around more in, like, classes, you know.
Like cutting up?
Huh?
Like cutting up in classes, like playing around? Or are you talking about how? How would you show them?
Like, start, like, playing around, be a good example for them, you know, stuff
Yes. Yes. Landry?
I get annoyed very fast at people, and I should probably, like...
Be a better witness
yeah,
by being calm?
Because, like, anytime anybody, like, interrupts me or anything like that, I get really mad. Yeah, like, I can't stand getting interrupted.
And there's a lot of boys your age that's all they want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes me, like,
I'm around
really
a youth
angry.
group a lot. I understand interruptions, promise you. But to show them the love of Christ, we're patient, we're kind, we're gentle, fruits of the Holy Spirit.
Patience.
Yeah, that's it. Pray for it. Do you view school as a mission field? You guys have been on mission trips now. And if you don't, how do you think that would change your perspective if you did view the school as a mission field? Like when you went to those communities and were helping other people and spreading the gospel, how does that look in the school system if you're doing that? What does that look like with you guys? Like inviting them to church? Like we would if we were out there where you hand them things and say, hey, why don't you come to our church? Like a lot of people do that when they're evangelizing. They'll tell them about Jesus and they'll invite them to church and things like that. Thoughts?
Who's going first?
Doesn't matter.
I invite them sometimes, but most of them would say, like, I already go to this church, you know. So, like, most of a lot of kids inside our school already goes to a church, or they're like, I might come, you know, but then they'll never come.
Right. And that's where you got to be persistent. We just keep until they pretty much throw a wall in your face. No, I don't. I'm not coming until they do that. I'll just keep asking them, "What's up, Landry?"
Well, I do view it as a mission field because I am always trying to get more people to church. And one of my friends, he used to like never talk about going to church. And at practice today, he was talking about, I should probably start going to church because I just keep asking all my friends, like, y'all need to come to church with me, y'all need to come to church with me. I feel like the best and easiest times to ask them is when we're doing like D-Now and stuff because it's like so fun.
Yeah.
And so it's so much easier to get people to come when you're having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I noticed that when we were all at the Hennard's guest house, and you had all y'all's buddies there, and we had. That's why I try to do events ever so often to keep the interest in guys like that don't know if they really want to come or not. Yeah. But that's good viewing it as a mission field. How much influence do you feel social media has on you guys? Like, how much of a part of your day is that?
I don't really have social media. Like, the only social media I have.
Well, you get some of the
YouTube.
juniors and seniors in here. The answers will astronomical. So it's probably because you're not Landry. Are you on social media?
What?
Are you on?
I have TikTok.
You're supposed to delete it when
Luke
said to.
Yeah, I did. And then my account got deleted.
That's a
So I
good
had to
thing.
get a new account.
So it's not influencing you much now, but when you get probably about 16, 17, that's when it has a big effect on you. Is somebody fighting outside?
Sounds
You're
like
running
it is.
and yelling and
Running
banging.
It looks like they like right out that one.
I'm going to cut these a few short because it's time for y'all to go eat. But what's your favorite, do you guys have a favorite Bible verse? And if you do you know it by heart?
I don't know mine by heart.
What's the verse?
It's like Matthew. It's in my Bible thing. I just know it's Matthew 6 something.
What does it have to do with?
It's like, don't be lukewarm and stuff like that.
Landry?
I can't
That's okay. Do you have a favorite Bible character? Well, when you think about the Bible, one that sticks out in your brain, like, that's who I want to be. A fallen man. We obviously want to be like Jesus, obviously.
Yeah. I think about, like, Zacchaeus because he was, like...
Oh, that's interesting.
So many bad things.
Yeah.
And then all the people were like, why y'all going to his house? Why y'all going to his house? He's, like, the worst person in town because he was the tax collector.
Mm-hmm.
And then he ended up, like, getting saved and stuff. And so...
That's cool. I haven't heard that one. I hear like Paul or, one of those guys, Peter. Paul's mine, but that's a lot of people's answers. You don't hear that one very often. That's good. I like that. I like that you gave an actual answer behind it. Why? I don't know, just because he's a cool dude. I think you actually gave an answer. Bible character.
Mine's probably like Joshua.
Because,
his brothers, like, put him in, like, a well. And,
yeah, you're thinking of Joseph.
Oh, yeah, Joseph. Well,
yeah.
I get
Joshua was one of mine. He's like a warrior, like the guy that took up Moses' spot. But
yeah, I get them so confused all the time.
Joseph, brothers try to sell him to slavery. And
then he became like the Pharaoh's right-hand man and stuff like that.
Went through a hard time. Wow, but that's good. So that's the guy that you think of. All right. I'm going to skip a lot of these because it's time for you guys to go. Do you guys have anything you want to say just randomly to anybody? Shout-outs to anybody. Whoa, y'all are cold.
Shout out to my dog, Sadie.
Oh, y'all don't have any girlfriends. Y'all are too young for that. No, your boys, like, shout out.
How'd you look at me? I don't have a girlfriend.
You did. You looked at it
You
really
did.
quick.
Yeah, right when he said he was like, gosh.
Shout out to your mom, dad, friends, brothers, sisters.
They know I love them, so it's fine.
Yeah.
They know I love them. It's okay.
They already know it.
All right, that's good. Okay.
Shout out to my cat, Nova.
He's just going to name all those animals.
You're going to have to let them see this. So, yeah, that's it. We're done. But we're going to be doing this. It's basically the format of this is going to stay the same each week. So on our next episode, we'll have 2 more of our youth members on. I'll try to get to the good questions quicker so that we'll have more time. I didn't realize it'd be running into their dinner time because there was a lot more I was wanting to get into. But it may vary in length and content because of the different students that are coming in each week. Like these guys, they're younger, they're junior high. We might have some guys that are seniors in high school, and the content might be different because they're going through different stages of life, different things going on. But it's basically going to look like this, though. In our next episode, we'll have 2 more. And we'll be getting to know them as they introduce themselves and speak about topics concerning our youth group, school, home life, and all the other things that these guys were talking about. But you can support us by subscribing to our channel, hitting the like button, and leaving a review for us, hopefully a positive one. Yes. Please, no, what are you doing? But please join us on this journey. Join us on this journey. Join us on this journey as we begin to meet more of our youth students and learn about the trials that come along with being a young Christian and explore a wide variety of topics from a biblical worldview. Until then, stay strong in the faith. Thanks for listening. Done.